everyone, Rosabel's here, and we're going back into the sea with Path of Life, our next Abyssal Hunter event. As a disclaimer, I am not Chinese, nor can I read Chinese, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. I'm basing this off of the videos I've watched and whatever information is in the wiki. Like with all side stories, you need to clear at least episode 110 of the main story in order to access the event. The event will run for 2 weeks, where we'll be getting the story stages in the first week and then the EX stages in the second week. First, let's get the exciting part out of the way. 3 new units will be introduced with this event. The first 2 will appear in the Anchor in the Deep Headhunting banner, which will feature our new 6-star Crusher Guard Ulpianus. His first talent lets him restore HP every time he's hit, and this also increases when his HP is below 50%, which is super important for his class because the Crusher class has no defense and no resistance. His second talent increases his max HP and attack by a certain amount every time he kills an enemy up to 9 times. 50% of this is shared with other Abyssal Hunters. That doesn't sound that wild until you realize that he is of the Abyssal Hunter faction, so this means it will stack with all the Abyssal Hunter buffs. HG really said that these guys are the master faction, holy cow! His notable skills are his skill 2, which is his unlimited duration skill that increases the effect of his first talent and gives him additional block, HP, and attack. Again, this stacks with the Abyssal Hunter buffs, so this makes Ulpapi a very powerful lane holder. His skill 3 is also pretty cool. It shoots him forward, dealing a ton of damage and stunning the enemies in the range. It's a very interesting skill, but might take some getting used to because it moves where he is in the map. The banner also includes our new 5-star Lucilia, a Hexer in the supporter class. She's a bit weird because she focuses on debuffing non-elites, which is strange because you generally don't debuff non-elites. Very weird. She is also of the Aegir faction, not Abyssal Hunters, so she doesn't even get the buff. HG kinda did her dirty, not gonna lie. And finally, we have Underflow, who is our welfare unit or our free unit. She's a sentry defender like Liskarm and Jessica Alter, and she's pretty interesting. Her talent lets her deal arts damage over time, and this effect is doubled for sea monsters. Nothing too game-breaking, but I can definitely see the use of this talent, especially in the Abyssal Hunter or Aegir events. Once again, she's of the Aegir faction, not Abyssal Hunters, so she doesn't benefit from that bonus. These 3 units will be earning 50% more trust during the event. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about the stage mechanics. In this event, we will see the return of the dreaded Nethersea brand, which was first introduced in Stultifera Navis. For new players who have not done that event, nor were here for Battle Plan Underdawn, this is a type of infected tile which spreads throughout the melee tiles of the map. The only way to stop its spread is to place a unit on top of it or a roadblock. But allied units on this tile takes arts and elemental damage. It also buffs and gives extra effects to enemies. Sounds unfair? Yes, very. I hate this mechanic. Speaking of blocking with roadblocks, there will be a new static obstacle called the Neoplastic Shell. These will either appear on the stage itself or are dropped by certain enemies, and they act similar to roadblocks. However, you are able to place a ranged unit on top of it, which allows for some really weird special strats. Be warned, however, there are enemies who target these shells and will gain a buff when they are destroyed. Any unit on a shell, when it is destroyed, is immediately retreated, but the redeployment time is reduced by 35%. These 2 mechanics are pretty wild and can clutter up the stage, so we will be getting a mini version of the Hand of the Saint from Stultifera Navis. It's called the Little Handy device, and it's a disc that you can use to slide in a straight line to clear all neoplastic shells and Nethersea brands in its way. These can also stun enemies for 1 second and will push back the first enemy it hits significantly. The last new stage mechanic is the Channel Beacon. This recovers 1 SP for every second for every friendly unit on the adjacent high ground tiles. And once it reaches 100 SP, it auto-activates with an unlimited duration. Once activated, all allied units within its range will inflict burn damage equal to 20% of the damage dealt, and it will also slow the enemies within its range by 60%. The farmable Tier 3 items in this event are crystalline components, Loxic Calls, and Sugar Packs. All three of them will have a common drop rate, so it's the perfect time to stock up on these things. Finishing all the stages will reward a total of 29 OP and will also reward Emergency Supplies Blueprint Chips. This is the event currency and can be used to purchase items from the event shop. Some notable items in the event shop are Underflow Distinctions, Furniture, and for those who missed it, Manticore's Invisible Dirge skin from Operation Pyrite in the old CC. There will also be the usual 3-hand hunting permits, materials, LMD, and resources for purchase. For the new players, if nothing else, make sure you at least get the furniture and the distinctions because these will help you out if you're still around next year because they will give resources in the rerun in the form of purple certs and distinctions. Now let's go to the other details of the update. There will be a Dragon Boat login event where we can get various resources as well as 200 Arundum and some emergency sanity concentrate. For the first few days, we will also get to vote on a taste, and on the 5th day, the winning taste will reward us with unique furniture. Operator modules will be added for the Hunter Sniper subclass, which comprises of Ray and Cold Shot. These modules have the new trait of when this unit's ammo is empty, one additional ammo will be loaded in the next reload. Leveling up the module will also enhance the existing talents of the operators. Medic Mia will also be receiving her Incantation Medic module. There will also be second modules released for Gladia, Ifrit, and Penance. I'm especially excited for Ifrit and Penance because it will help them deal so much damage. Gladia's module is actually very good, but in my opinion, the Abyssal buff she gives with her first module is too good to replace. Alongside these modules, Operator Records and Paradox Simulations will be unlocked for Cold Shot, Deep Color, Insider, Lucilia, and Lutonada. There will be a new starter headhunting banner which will change the lineup to Thorns, Exusie, Silver Ash, Mountain, Saria, and Blaze. Now I know we're all FOMO about this because it's such a great starter banner, but if you made an account before the update, we're going to be getting a bunch of additional rewards and it has a lot of cool stuff. But the most notable is the Top Operator Transfer Permit, which allows us to select any of the 6 stars in the starter banner to get. The outfit store will also have new skins in stock. These include a skin for Melanite, Grain Buds, Gladia, and Penance. We will also be getting a rerun of a few skins, which will include a skin for Fartooth, Shalem, Paprika, and Saga. Going to the other shops, we'll have the Abyssal Hunter Laboratory Furniture Set, which we can complete with the furniture from the event stages. For those who missed the Scene Tokens and the Siege Legacy skin from the original CC and the Episode 14 Open, they will be available in the Distinctions and in the Universal Certificate shop moving forward. Finally, for those with spendable money, there will be Guard Chip packs and a heavy funding box which will contain 21 OP and 1 million LMD, just in case you need that cash injection. There will also be new starter packs replacing the previous starter packs. However, if you have purchased the previous starter packs, you can purchase these new ones as well. And that's it for this update. I'll be streaming the event when it comes out, so you can join me there and laugh at my desperation to get my Abyssal Daddy. We'll also be doing some blind runs through the stages, so you can watch me struggle with Seaborn PTSD. If you can't make it, I'll be leaving the VOD up. I'll also be scheduling a storytime stream during a weekend, one of the weekends, if y'all want to read the lore with me. I also recently learned that this is officially the longest side story in Arknights, so lore readers, we're in for a long one. And that's it from me. Hope you guys enjoy the event. I wish you luck if you're pulling for Old Papi, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!